doing tonight?
Great!
Louder!
Great!
Louder!
Great!
Awesome! Thank you. Alright folks, I must say, hearing Jane describe me, I feel like I'm going to be a big liar tonight. Because I'm feeling intimidated by all these awesome speakers that I'm looking at and experiencing. And this is an awesome journey for me. But first of all, I must really thank you, Sharon, for thinking of me. And inviting me to speak. Folks, this is my first ever Toastmaster club I've ever attended. So be kind. Be kind to me so that I won't go home with my head in between my knees. So, well, I just want to say thank you, Sharon. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, Sharon and I met at a networking event here in Stanford. I think it was WordPoint, right?
Yes.
And at Andy's group. And I met her, and I gave a presentation, and we kind of connected. So I'm glad that you're still part of me. So, folks, the reason I wanted to kind of share this, be specific about what you want, is it has a lot to do with my personal story with cancer. You might find it interesting because when I went on this journey, really I was really stuck. In 2013, around August or September 2013, I was really stuck, man. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But I started this company called Entrepreneurs That Soar. What am I soaring about? I didn't have a story, I felt. Because 3 reasons I started my business. Because I was passionate about people. I wanted to, you know, have an entrepreneur journey because I love entrepreneurs. Third reason was I wanted to pay it forward. But I said, you know what, I don't have an inspiring story. God, come on. And I was really, really stuck because I said, how am I to inspire people when I don't have an inspiring story? That was August and September-ish. And December 18, my last recording of my live show, I felt this shift in my body. And I was like, what in the world is this? You know, I had a tightness from the bottom of my ankle all the way up to my thighs. And I said, okay, I'm going to go see the doctor. And the first, you know, diagnosis was leg edema. And I said, okay, all right. Then went to the Milford Hospital, scanned me from top to bottom, in and out, but they couldn't find anything. The week after that, I was being persistent about, hey doc, there's something, I know a body, something wrong with me. Have you all had any of those feelings where you know your body well, can't see a raise of hands, and you know nobody can tell you different, that you know something is wrong with you, right? So I'm like, God, you know, I don't know what this is. Show me the way. So that was being general in asking what I wanted. And I think not January, late, it was a weird time of the year in between Thanksgiving not Thanksgiving, sorry, in between Christmas and New Year's Eve, that holiday, right? Crazy. And I was trying to get to see a doctor. And long story short, fast forward, I switched doctors, primary care physician, and the diagnosis came like, you know, I went to a, they sent me, my primary care physician sent me to a cardiovascular doctor because they were doing some scans and veins and whatever, but their radiotherapist actually scanned higher and found the lump in the lower groin, right side of my lower groin. And I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna be good. I don't know what it was at that time. January 2nd, I spent my kind of second day of the new year in the hospital. So me sitting down there, being diagnosed with this, I didn't know what it was, but I was given this on January 2nd. I think there were 3 doctors took a look at me, went through biopsy. Long story short, January 5th, I was given the diagnosis that I had cancer, which was B-cell lymphoma. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, boo! I was in the room alone, you know, I was like, nobody's there. I was crying. But for 15 minutes. And I started laughing. I'm like, girl, you asked for it. You were stuck, you didn't know. Why didn't you be specific about what you asked for? Duh! Right? And it hit me. And people ask me this question. How come you, with cancer, are smiling? You're taking your story every day to the camera, and I'm just a kind of gal. This is not my kind of tribe, my tribe is more online and on camera, so I kind of took the camera, you know, started telling my story and shared my journey with people on camera. And they asked me, why in the world are you smiling? Like, does nothing happen? I'm like, first of all, understand, I've learned to embrace what I asked for. Because I realized I wasn't being specific. I could have said, God, this is what I'm stuck, and this is what I want. Melody, you put on your dress today. You wanted red. Red coat, brown pants. You were being specific about what you wanted. I've learned this as an entrepreneur, right? Any entrepreneurs in here? Can I see a raise of hands? Do you all know that you have to be specific in your goals? You're taught this, right?
Yeah. 30
days, 90 days, what are your logistics? And whenever I talk about logistics, people throw up. People are like, hey, I don't like logistics, you know? But I say you have to have logistics, because if you don't have logistics, you don't have a strategy. You don't have a plan. So here I'm thinking in the hospital, laughing through this entire journey, and they're like, oh, what are you laughing about? Has anyone seen any cancer patient like me laughing? Took the camera and started recording. Anybody? Has anybody experienced a friend or heard a story like that? Can I see show hands? Right? And I was that crazy one who took the camera, shared my story. Needless that I know that I actually impacted 3 people who private messaged me through Facebook Messenger and said I was brave enough to share the journey. And they were not open enough to share their journey, and they took that inspiring journey to help them with their own cancer story. I felt empowered. So for me, it started on, be specific about what you asked for. Why I'm sharing this is, I've learned I have to be clear about what I want. So if I pray, or if I ask, and somebody in here, one of the speakers talked about, did you talk about ask for what you want? So similar to that, be specific, be clear, and one of the most important things is be persistent. Talking about being persistent and going into 2017, I felt that I've not learned my lesson. Because I said, you know, 2017, my intentions, I put it out there, and here, not be specific about what I wanted. I said, I want to go big, you know, I want to share with people the story about live streaming. I didn't say about being on camera, but now the opportunity came in the form of being in a room. So now I have to learn to throw up in front of you all, just trying to be cool, right? But inside, I'm feeling I want to throw up, because I'm like, oh my God, there's so many things. People are like hyperventilating. My colleague was just like, calm down. That's just how it is, right? We got to be specific about what we want. Be clear. Be persistent about what it is that we want. One thing I've learned is, through the hardship, through the journey, every day being a cancer patient, the thought process is not knowing what's going to happen next, what the next treatment would be, right? But all I could do was being clear about and persistent about, I want to get better. So what's the next step? So I keep on praying. God, I want to be free of this disease. I hope by the time I finish 6 cycles of chemo, I will be free of this disease, and I can go out there and inspire people with my story. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I will. And I will be persistent about it, because I set myself, my intentions in 2017 was to go big and impact and inspire as many people as I can, whether in rooms like this or on camera. I think I've accomplished that so far on camera, because when I started live streaming in, I would say, late 2016, I've had the opportunity to meet so many people around the world, from Europe, from Australia, from Canada. I mean, I tell my story, my cancer journey, because I never know how my story will impact others. But the bottom line, folks, is, as I close this out, is the fact that whatever it is that you want, let's all be clear when we ask for it. Be specific persistent, because what you ask for may not come tomorrow, may not come next week. Y'all agree? Yes? 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 You're not falling asleep on me, right?
No.
But, you know, we never know. But when it comes, it'll hit you like, whoa, deer with headlights, right? Because you're like, this is what I asked for last year. Anybody had experienced that before? Show of hands. Like, you asked for something, you're like, oh my God, I'm not getting anything. Oh my God, bored. You know, I'm like, I'm not going to ask for anything more. But you're being persistent, and you keep on asking for very specific results. And then you go like, oh, this is what I asked for last year at Christmas time. See, when my voice pitched up that way, because I'm like, I nailed it, right? So, I hope you enjoyed this, and I thank you for having me. Have a good night.
Thank you.